What's going on, football fans? Spawny Mark here, and you know what day it is. It's Friday. It's time for some on the Stoop happy hour. Lolo is hanging out with Thorgy Thor somewhere in Jersey, so he's giving me the reins. We go greetings to everyone. Anders, Jimmy, Saul. Oh, look, Thorgy Thor untied him. I barely got through the intro. Thorgy Thor untied this guy, dumped him in the side of some sort of industrial facility. At least he wiped him down.
Exactly. I don't know what the fuck is going on back here, man. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. I can yell for a minute before I have to go inside a van that will take me to back to Manhattan. What's going on, Ben? Good to see you, brother.
Well, that's Cheers, cracking Lolo. The first beer of the day.
Oh my God, Mark, give me one. Pour it on your camera. Send it through the microphone.
That wouldn't make for a very good show, now would it? I pour it on my camera, my computer shorts out, and then we just throw up the technical difficulties and adios, bitches, and that's the show.
Adios, bitches, and that's the
show. We should all be so lucky, you know. I gotta say, you know. So here, cheers to Friday happy hour, and cheers to
Stoop crew.
Cheers to Mr. Steve Bruce for still having a job.
I told you he was going to do his 1,000 job.
I thought he was going to be fired, but it looks like he's going to be beheaded at halftime. Let's see if I can get
We're live right now, man. I've actually got a good view of the building.
Where is it? I'm trying to line up with Steve Bruce and kind of pick at my ears. But yeah, it looks like that the Saudis had a little soft spot and decided that they were going to let Steve Bruce manage. Wow, he just lit up. Manage.
Because one of the camera guys came out and he's like,
his 1,000th Premier League game. I'm amazed that they were letting to do that. But I think maybe the upper management, the office had 8 million reasons to keep Steve Bruce on, I guess.
Let me ask you, if you're a Saudi billionaire, what's 8 million pounds to you?
That's a phone call.
Nothing.
It's a phone call. It's like, here, I got to make a... Do they have payphones in Saudi Arabia? I have no idea. No, Mr. Tom, Lolo does not punish you and Ben for being smug. He just, he's had a few drinks and he smokes a little glaucoma medicine. And,
what are you confessing for me and Ben right now?
No. Anders said he'll donate if we can explain to him how you do your scoring system. And I said, it's just you like to show who's boss.
And I don't explain myself to anybody, except maybe my wife. But she don't ask.
Because I was first to comment, so I made a small donation because I was told off last week.
Guys, by the way, if you see that van leaving, I'm fucked. So just holler at me, or if you see me jump on the van,
I don't even see.
And the phone stays like this.
I don't even see the van behind your big head.
It's just a flashing light.
Yeah,
Is the van in front of the flashing light?
Yeah, the van is in front of the flashing light.
But that looks like a load-in forklift or something like that. Because that's just a yellow strobe, as you
he's
like
doing
a construction
worker
or something like that.
That's the getaway vehicle.
I'm a Rob LG real quick.
Right.
I figured out the scoring system.
Yeah, what's that?
Number one.
That's number one.
It's number Huang. It is pronounced
number
26.
Number one.
Number 26. Number Wang. So anyway, let's just say hello to make sure we said hello to everyone. Mr. Tom, obviously Ben Ireland, Anders, Bobby Two Scoops I saw somewhere in here. Anders I mentioned.
Jimmy.
Saul all the way from
it's not terrible.
What's that?
No. I've got my camera guy. The lead of the camera department is here with his cell phone, giving me some light.
Nice.
Crazy. the things people will do for you guys. You don't even know this.
Can you send him over to Mr. Tom's?
Right.
We'll send him, no, we don't send people to Mr. Tom's. They never come back. But listen, guys, I'm going to be listening in on the show. I am wrapped for the day. I'm going to be in like a dark van with a bunch of people. So I'll be listening in and I'll be in the comment section, but you may not, I may not be on camera, but we'll see how much I want to annoy them or how annoying they are.
All over it, Lolo. Porn.
Ben, you think my life is full of porn, but no.
I'm going to find you in a movie.
Not the case.
It's actually his life is full of prom. Every day he's got that and there goes your van. It's not even a van. It's like a cube. It's like a Kia.
That's
cube
a van. That's a van. What are you talking about?
Anyway,
look, I'm turning you
little
around.
Najee, we see you out there.
See you guys on Monday.
We see little Soup Najee is out there as well. He's apologizing for his dad complaint or giving Leeds some sticks, saying that they're going to lose to Southampton. Let's see.
He's in there.
He's online. We got him.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to let y'all go.
Good to see you, Ben from
I'm
Arizona,
in the bar,
joining us. Good to see us, Bremer, Scott. All you cool cats. All the cool cats are here. It's good to see everybody. Paul H., what up with you? Good to see y'all. Damn, son. This is your home?
It's the bar outside. It's my mum's home.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I see Mr. Tom is joining us. Shall we bring him in?
That looked like a pair of legs.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I'm getting dizzy, but Mr. Tom just jumped off for a second.
Oh, he jumped off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so here we are, Friday Happy Hour. Lolo's doing his thing. He's working. He's going to join us eventually, I think. He's going to get a little lonely in that hour and a half car ride. So this is where you broadcasting from, Ben?
From Pocklington in Yorkshire, UK.
Yeah.
In my mum's bar in the back garden.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
It's nice and cozy in here, and I can make as much noise as I want away from the house. Because, as some of you may know, I'm at my mum's because my house is under repair from the experience I had.
Are you recovering well? Getting things fixed. Have you gotten your door sorted out?
My door's fixed. I've got a temporary door until the security door comes. I've had the plumbers in to fix the pipe that they snapped. It's been dried out, so I've got electricians to come and plasterers, and then we should be done. And I get a new carpet as well. Might as well milk it for what it is.
Yeah, no doubt.
But meanwhile, I'm getting fed up at my mum. Not fed up as in annoyed. Fed up as in fattened up.
Yeah, you're getting fattened up. Exactly.
So I can't
eating that good mom's cooking. I know that when I would go and visit my mother, I would. That's all pretty much there would be to do. It's like, oh, here, try this, eat this.
Yeah, that's. She
all
does
right,
a pudding with everything.
Let's go for a walk. But I've got a chicken in the oven. I got to keep my eye on it. She wasn't much of a walker anyway. She was rather stationary. Yeah, she liked to watch her programs.
Yeah, she does the dessert with everything. She likes to bake, so I like apple pie and cake. Oh, so I'm getting a bit of weight. So yeah, or trying.
Yeah, Lolo during his birthday week stayed away from his diet, which was a little more extreme, I think it was. And now he's back on, but he was like, "Oh my goodness, the food I've been able to eat, the foods that I've been missing." So what do we got going on? I didn't watch the match, but I hear Rafinha really ripped it up for Brazil.
I watched 7-minute highlights of every touch he had. He had 3 or 4 goals. Can't fault his 3 games really. He's the sad thing is it seems inevitable that we're going to lose him. I mean, there's a lot of talk of Liverpool, but his value's just rocketing at the minute. I mean, I just enjoy him while we've got him.
Right.
So, I think 60 million minimum we'll get.
Oh yeah,
but I can't. Liverpool are stingy. They seem to. They've done it for years. They'll trawl Premier League for like Southampton's, you sort of up and coming clubs for the talent that they've took on for 1 or 2 years and developed, rather than go out and look for it themselves. And I think they're going to start doing that with Leeds as well. So
yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, I think. I mean, it would suck. It would be sad. You know, all the things as far as Rafinha, you know, being sold, but I can only imagine what you could do with that money. As long as it didn't cause you to be relegated. You know, if you sold him in the wintertime, which I don't see happening, I think if anything, he definitely finishes out the season with you guys.
See, I do believe Leeds will have a backup plan for everything, and I think Somerville will be that backup plan.
Yeah.
I think that they'll anticipate losing Rafinha. I mean, whether it's this season or next season, but Somerville will be integrated. I've watched the kid in the under-23s for all of last season and this season. I know it's a big step up, but the kid's got feet, and he's got show you the ball, it's gone. And
right. You're talking Somerville.
He takes players on more than Rafinha's. Rafinha's good at taking. He'll make you look stupid with his skills, but he tends to cut inside a lot more. Whereas Somerville will go around the outside. Hence,
right? Yeah, I haven't seen enough of him to know. You know, I mean, I just saw that one kind of brief glimpse of him when he played 3 matches ago.
Yeah,
and then
search him on YouTube.
The next week, I was expecting for him to be substituted. I think they brought in Tyler Roberts when Rafinha came off at the 60th minute, and I was like, why not put Somerville out there? I would love to see more of him, because what I saw was very impressive.
Yeah, he didn't really get a sniff at Newcastle. A bit more impressive the next game. But,
right.
Yeah, it's just YouTube. Search on YouTube. It's little clips of him, and you'll see what he's a baller. The kid is a skillful player.
Now, is he someone who's come up through the academy?
We bought him from, I think, Feyenoord. He'd just broken into their first team, I think, 1 or 2 appearances. We signed him last season,
right,
and put him straight in our academy. So
okay,
he's been in our academy a year now, and obviously this season as well. But I think he trains with the first team most of the time now. So.
Right. Well, I see that Naji is in the wings, waiting to get the tongue lashing that he's going to get from everybody, given that he has picked Southampton to beat Leeds on Saturday. Welcome to the show, Naji. Good to see you.
Hey guys,
you're not your normal bricked.
I know.
Evening, Naji. I've been waiting to speak to you.
How you doing, Ben?
I'm good, my friend. I've been waiting to speak to you because I watched your comments on Leeds Southampton.
Yeah.
And I wasn't aware of some certain statistics at that moment in time. But sort of, you came out with a statistic of how many goals have Leeds scored since August
24th.
Yeah. Right. So how many goals have Southampton scored in 2021?
Not many, I guess.
I think it's 12. They haven't scored in open play since August 24th. So I think.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
If you're gonna bet today, bet the under for sure. 2.5. Bet the under for sure.
I never bet on Leeds. It's just it goes wrong. But you're going Mr. 45% after this weekend for your predictions.
Right.
Hey, even Rafinha's not playing this weekend.
It's all good. We've got.
I have no idea who's playing. I had mentioned on the weekend watch list that I had no idea who's going to score for Leeds because it's just everyone is out and
I think Stuart Dallas will
either
score.
Not available or injured. But I don't want Ben to have all the fun giving Naji the stick. So if he's ready, let's bring in another Leeds fan. I see that Mr. Tom is waiting in the wings.
Oh, we're ganging on you
tonight,
tonight,
Mr. Tom.
Naji.
How are you?
I am okay, gentlemen.
That's not fair now. You got 2 Leeds United fans here.
Yeah, but
and
you've got
boxed,
Russian
you're
millionaire.
boxed in the corner.
Can I ask Naji, right? How did you and Chelsea become
Fans?
Yeah, how did you find Chelsea?
Yeah, early 2000s. It was
Right.
early 2000s. I was a fan of Zola. I was a fan of, Ruud Gullit. I was a fan of, and then when Mourinho came on board, I loved Mourinho, Carvalho, Terry,
Everybody.
everybody. It wasn't.
Yeah,
It
they
wasn't
just
about.
bought the league up, didn't they? Really? Yeah.
No, it was early 2000s.
I
My
can sum it
favorite,
up in 3 words. I love winning.
but my favorite
Yeah,
team
we
growing
all
up
do.
was AC Milan.
Yeah.
Not if you support Leeds, you don't.
That's
If you
the thing. You
support,
see, that's
if you
why Leeds
support
pick
Leeds,
you
you
don't
like
pick
a bit of
Leeds.
punishment.
Oh, a lot of punishment. And even when you're great and you're the best team in Europe or the best team in the world, they still dish you punishment. They still find that corrupt referees and they don't give you the title after. Oh, we've been robbed, punished, hated. Oh, we're used to it. So that's why we are life's underdog. So
I'm
take your
sorry,
2.5
Archie, I
underdog
interrupted.
story. So, but yeah, we love it. We love it. We wouldn't want it any other way. It's tough being a Leeds fan, but it's great being a Leeds fan.
I absolutely loved watching your opinion on Leeds, Nargy.
But I'm glad
it was
you.
sensational.
Sorry, Tom. Sorry, Tom. Carry on.
No, just it was like I was sitting there, and it was like, if he turns around and says Leeds are going to win this weekend, I'm going to go and buy a lottery ticket. And then he went, I don't think Leeds are going to win this weekend. Gee, what a fucking shock. Pardon my language.
I am glad you said that you were into Zola the year before Abramovich took over. So I'll give you a bit of credit there. You didn't jump on the bandwagon with half the other Chelsea supporters, and that's when they became great.
Yeah,
so you had to put up with it for a year.
To be fair, Chelsea did invent sexy football.
Yeah. They were a great side. That first Mourinho era, they were a great side.
Oh, amazing! And there were some players like Idur Gudjonsson, like he's not the best players, or Paulo Ferreira. There was some, but they were good. I don't know. Mourinho had them playing solid team football.
Yeah,
they were solid. And before that, I loved Dennis Wise, the competitiveness, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Ed Dugoy. It was a good team.
We had Dennis Wise.
What a captain, he was.
We had him as a manager when we was in League One.
Oh yeah?
But, he wasn't Chelsea,
terrible.
He wasn't terrible. He wasn't. And as much as he was hated because he's Chelsea and he was Chelsea's hard man and Chelsea's everybody he hated.
Yeah.
He sort of managed to win us over the best he could, I think. But he was under Ken Bates and he ruined us.
I compare him to I compare him to maybe Duncan Ferguson, the assistant at Everton right now. He's fiery. He gets angry.
He was an hard player. Was Duncan Ferguson? Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But he epitomised what football was back then.
Yeah.
Grit, determination, and just get stuck in. And then it just got influenced by foreign football and prima donna refereeing. But it is what it is today, and it's still exciting. So,
look, I watch Southampton against Chelsea and against City and against United, man. This team is dangerous, man.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm not writing Southampton's chances off, but they've not played without Ward-Prowse for 2 years. I think they will miss Ward-Prowse more than we miss Rafinha. It's whether or not Phillips plays. Phillips I think he's 85%. He's getting assessed 85. Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I know.
That's the play that we'll miss.
Can I address a comment from Mr. Paul H? Or H?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to ask him, if he knows what Leeds' win rate was in 1995. because
I have no answer.
I
for
wouldn't
that one.
argue that. Well, no, to be fair, I support Leeds because my dad supports Leeds deep down, ultimately. But yeah, I wouldn't have said that the Leeds team of '95 that qualified for the UEFA Cup were stellar by any chance, any stretch of imagination. Don't get me wrong, you'd take Biff now, or whatever it was. But yeah, just in case there was anyone out there that thought, oh, Tom's jumping on this bandwagon of Bielsa. No, mate. I've been to Champions League matches. I went to Real Madrid versus Leeds in March 2001, and I've been to Leyton Orient versus Leeds in 2010. So I've soared with the Eagles, I've slivered with the Snakes, and I've had to smell bet the Ken Bates.
I was
So
born into Leeds. I watched them twice. Highlights on telly was the first time I ever saw Leeds, and that was 1987 against Wigan Athletic in the quarter-final of the FA Cup, and then Coventry City in the semi-final, where we eventually got beat. And then it was 2 years later I got my first season ticket, 1989, and that was the year we came up to what was Division 1, which is now the Premier League. Mm-hmm. So I didn't start while they were winning. No, I started while we were in what's now the Championship. So, but I live in York, so I'm only 20 minutes from Leeds, and my dad's Leeds, and
right.
I was born Leeds. So.
Now I've only been watching Leeds for just the last year. I had a very fun watching them last year. The style of pace and the type of play that they have. But I did know of them back in, I want to say like 96. My roommate at the time was a roadie. He was a sound man for rock bands. And one of the bands he worked with was the Mekons. And the Mekons came to visit us, or actually they came to play in town. They needed a place to stay, and they had a day off as well. So they stayed with us for 2 days. And 3 of the band members sat in our living room and watched a Leeds football match on videotape. And they didn't just watch it once. They watched it over and over. They must have watched that 5 times that day, 6 times that day. That's all they did was they smoked weed and drank beer and watched this Leeds match. I don't even know who they were playing. It just was, and they just watched it over and over and over. And sometimes they'd hit the button and pause it and rewind it. But I swear to God, they watched that match like, all afternoon. It was all they did. And I was just like, wow, man. Guys want to take a break? He's like, no, we're good. This is what we do. We watch this match.
They had a great team in the past, with Mark Viduka and Lee Boyer and Alan Smith when he went to Man United. What did you guys think about that when he went to United?
Can we swap that to the other side? Thank you.
What do I think when Alan Smith left to join Man United?
Yeah.
It felt like a cat had shit in my mouth.
It's the fact he said, I'll never sign for Man United, and he'd done the deal 6 months earlier. He's looked us in the faces. He looked us in the I get why he did it. Nobody else bid for him. He wanted to help the club financially. I understand that, but it was the lie. He looked us in the eyes and said, I will never sign for Man United. And he'd already done the deal.
Do you know, deep down, the problem was he said it assuming it would never have to be a decision they had to make, because he assumed I'm good enough to play for a Champions League team, because he wanted to play for a Champions League team. But then when it came round to, okay, I don't want to play in the Championship, or it was Division 1 back then, it rebranded into the Championship. It was like, okay, so who's going to his agent? Who's come in for me? And they went, just Man United. And he must have thought, fuck. And Newcastle was sort of top 4 back then as well. Like, don't Newcastle want me? Well, no, they've got Alan Shearer. I don't, whoever. I don't Chelsea want me? Oh, they've got, well, Chelsea. buy anyone at that
or
point.
whoever they had, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Shevchenko,
So, exactly. So, but then I can't remember who the other. It would have been Arsenal, and why would you buy Alan Smith when you got Thierry Henry and their strike force? So who have you got? Oh, just because Man United didn't really have a strike force then, because they'd only just got Ronaldo. Obviously, Ollie, Nigel main man, Ollie, was on his last legs. I don't know if he'd already left at that point.
He was bought as a support for Van Nistelrooy, wasn't he?
Oh, sorry, Van Nistelrooy was there as well. Sorry. But
they
always they bought
Alan
Smith, then they bought Rooney.
Yeah.
Was that good branding, Mark? Did you see what I did there? Right,
with the little arrow. Fantastic. Right there on the badge too.
He didn't succeed at Man United.
No, but Fergie said he's one of the best players he's ever signed. He broke his leg. He broke his leg. That's what ruined his career at Man United.
But do you know where it really went wrong for Alan Smith at Man United? It went wrong after 3 weeks, right? Because he started the season, he scored in the first game. I believe he scored in the second game. I believe he scored in the third game. He's playing amazing. They bought him. What did Man United pay for him? About 5-6 million off top of my head. Can't remember.
Yeah, supposed to be 8 with add-ons.
Thank you very much. 8 million, let's just say. But then after the fourth game, let's say on deadline day 2004, they went out with Wayne Rooney, which was at the time. And who do you play? 5 million Alan Smith, 28 million Wayne Rooney, who the media's head is so far up their arse they knew what he had for dinner that day. You play Wayne Rooney. Alan Smith's career at Man United was fucked within a month.
Yeah,
they tried putting him in midfield, didn't they, for a bit?
It didn't work.
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't work.
And you guys had Harry Kewell, I think, and he went to Liverpool.
We don't speak that name.
That was the year before. That was 2003, I believe.
Yeah,
because I think he actually scored against us in the relegation year. Yeah, sorry, that was a nightmare I had.
Ben, what? Let me ask you, what don't we talk about? You said we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about Harry Kewell.
I have never heard of him.
Right,
but that's only because I've only been, I'm new to the.
Basically,
to the
cut a long story short. Oh, sorry, Ben.
Yeah, we was playing away in the semi-final of the Europa League, which was UEFA Cup, against Galatasaray. 2 of our fans got stabbed the night before and murdered the night before.
Yeah, I've heard this story a few times.
Harry Kewell was in the team the night after when they forced us to play the game. The Leeds fans turned their back on the game, the whole match. Basically, cut a long story short, he was there in that team that night, knew what it meant. At the gravity, the players felt what it was as a loss to the club. He signed for Liverpool and then signed for Galatasaray. So we don't really talk about him.
Yeah, so he's been scrubbed from the history books.
I can describe him in 2 sentences. First one, basically the goals that Rafinha generally scores for us and for Brazil now, he used to score 20 years ago. That sort of caliber of goal.
Okay.
That's why he was such a cult hero. Also, the second one I can describe him, cunt.
Yes, my favorite adjective when describing Mike Dean.
No, he's on a different level, cunt. He's Harry Kewell to Mike Dean.
So I was reading that
it's Momaster, La Liga. It's dead, Momaster. It's dead.
I don't
sorry,
watch La Liga. Give me another year before I add another league, because now I'm watching. I'm watching the qualifiers. I'm watching Premier League. I'm watching.
I can do a weekly La Liga review for Momaster. I can do it very quickly. Real Madrid are all right. Benzema's doing well. Barcelona are not doing well. Find out.
Atletico are doing all right, and that's it.
Yeah. I think we talked about Ben Rama last week.
Yeah,
I think we talked to him about just how great a form he is in, and we talked a little bit about Salah, and now the newspapers are now sitting there. The news they're talking about how is Salah worth talking about for the amount of form
just going on
in.
on Mo Salah. It brings me on to Lolo, and the most informed player in the world right now, and how he was laughing at Rafinha, and then he goes and does that last night.
Yeah.
He laughed at me for saying that.
The guy is on fire.
He should be in the discussion of players that have played thus far in the season, which he has. But I was never going to try and argue that he was better than a player that scored in the last 7 games in a row, because that would be absurd.
No, I agree, but we also jokingly put Rafinha, and now jokingly Rafinha's put himself up there.
Rafinha was jokingly running around that pitch, making players look silly. I think.
Oh, definitely.
He's
some nasty tackles.
Yeah.
Screenshot, John.
Yeah, he had a brace in the. They played Uruguay, right?
Yeah, Uruguay. Who are that soft team?
Not a soft team, or
no, they're quite a good team. They usually have a good, solid World Cup. So they're usually there or thereabouts. Hard to beat. They resemble a Diego Simeone style team. They're rough and ready. They've got Suarez, the serial biter, up front. So
that's right. I forgot about that. Lolo says that Neymar was hotter than Raf in that match with a goal and 2 assists. I don't know. Is that
take
hotter?
2 goals.
Is that
and
that
a goal
hotter?
involvement?
Assists, Raf has 2 goals.
Rafa set the Neymar goal going, and scored twice. So man of the match for me. Biased, call it what you want.
Najee, what do you got to say? Mo Master thinks you've got something to say, and I keep interrupting you.
Can we have a GoFundMe for Tom's internet?
I'm just gonna say I'm so happy to see Barcelona down, losing games, struggling right now, because that win against Chelsea in the Champions League really broke my heart, and the referees were awful in that game. When Iniesta scored that goal, I don't know if you guys remember at the bridge.
I can't say that I do, but I'll take your word for it.
I vaguely remember. I know the game you're talking about. I did watch it.
Yeah.
But world football was up that Barcelona team's ass. So I mean, don't get me wrong. It was incredible team, great football.
They had Javi, Iniesta, and Busquets in the middle, and
Messi and Neymar.
Yeah, and then Chelsea drew 1-1. No, Chelsea. What did we do away from home? I think we drew away from home, but we lost at home 1-0, and then they qualified.
Yeah, the most memorable Chelsea-Barcelona game I remember was at the bridge when Ronaldinho just did that.
Is that Cyril?
The little ping with the outside of the
Cyril
foot, and he just bent round into the bottom corner.
I want to know what that is with Mr. Tom.
It's a duck. Its name is Cyril.
Cyril? Tom, I don't even want to ask.
I really wouldn't.
He's got little glasses as well, everyone.
Hope
random shit in
Master
your
had
house,
no
man.
interaction with whatever it is, if you know what I mean.
Let me tell you something about Cyril. What's that? Cyril says Rafinha's good, but he's not as good as William Shatner.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
Yes. Scott Newby, I agree with you. That is the weirdest sex toy of the week.
Oh, it rivals the robot, definitely.
It definitely rivals the robot. Poor robot. So I was reading today that it looks like Spurs have a couple of players that have been affected with COVID that failed their tests after practice. So after they have had contact with the first team, have you guys heard who that might be?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I read it today, but they were on.
Got yellow boots too.
I like that. That's something you said.
Sol wants to know, but I thought you did it. Or did you just like a scented candle?
Well, I will say my favourite flavour is vanilla cupcake. Other flavours are available, but sorry. You got to have when you're on the stoop, you don't know what you're going to need next.
Exactly. Did you get the scented candle at your local A&P?
Are you in some disused underground tunnel? Is that where you actually are?
It's actually a mobile. It's a mobile broadcast center. You know, he's like in a van.
Come on now, I'm not going to reveal my secrets all in one go. You show different things at different times. Like everyone's like, "Oh, Mark's got shirts in the background stuff." You still don't know if I've got a chainsaw.
Mr.
Oh,
Tom was
I'm
never
very
put on
certain
the
you've got
lights.
something. You've got chains.
I reckon you.
Sorry, I misheard you, RG.
It's probably like the pawn shop in Pulp Fiction.
Right. Get the gimp. Gimp sleeping.
Sorry,
We'll wake him up.
I
Probably the most absurd scene in.
There's only
Pulp
Master
Fiction.
can actually tell us what's actually in
Right.
there.
You know, when the guy in the pawn shop is trying to figure out what to do with Ben Willis and Bruce Willis and Ying Rams or whatever his name is.
Bing Rames, yeah.
Yeah, and he's just drumming his fingers on the scalp of the gimp. It's just,
Yo!
Whoa!
hey, you had an accident.
No, I got out of the fucking car. It was
Are you
like
guys
so.
stuck in? Are you stuck on the GW?
No, I literally got out in the middle of the street and was like, "Fuck this." Sorry.
You fucking rammed
So
him
what?
out,
You
mate.
got an Uber or a Lyft coming?
No, I decided I'm gonna walk to Times Square and talk to you guys until I gotta get into the subway.
Oh, so
But
you're in
but
Manhattan.
Yeah,
You're in
I'm
Manhattan.
literally in the middle of the street.
Are you going to Subway? See if you can find that Chelsea fan to join Nadji.
I'll go find him.
Saul makes a very good point. I'm talking about the gimp on Pulp Fiction saying, I say, bring out the gimp.
hit
And
and
then you
run.
pop up.
No, because every time I turn it on my phone, it throws me directly in there, and I always forget about that. So I was like looking at my connection and
You've
shit.
ditched the getaway vehicle, haven't you? You're all on foot.
Yeah, man, we're sitting in fucking traffic. Everybody's like asleep in the van. I'm listening
He's
to you
looking for
guys talk
someone
about
on a motorcycle.
This is another alibi show live, guys.
Right.
exactly. I was like, what if something happens right now? But listening to you guys talk about Rafinha being, no, shut up. Sorry,
Lolo's
most
going to tell
informed
the
player in
police.
the world right now.
Watch at the 39-minute mark. I was there the whole time, though. But just watch at the 39-minute mark.
I've been commenting the whole time.
You have.
But anyway, I just needed to add my 2 cents about. Look, Rafinha is fantastic, and he's playing fantastic for Brazil. But you got to remember, Brazil is a fantastic team playing against a bunch of scrubs. Yes, Uruguay is a very good team. Yes, they're probably the best team besides Argentina in that continent. And yes, Rafinha played very well. But most informed player in the world right now? No. That's
No.
what? I mean, come on.
We're not disagreeing with
Najee,
you.
back me up here.
We're not disagreeing with you, Lolo. We're just adding some
Yeah,
spice.
I don't think anyone will disagree with you on that one.
Oh, yeah, but when I wasn't here, you heard them talking. You heard them talking about me.
Y'all know who I think is the most informed player right now.
Wang. Number
No.
Wang.
It is not. It is not Chi Wang or whatever. He Chan Wang. Although I'm very interested to see what they do against a will end up being a rather depleted Aston Villa team. No Emi Martinez.
That's good news.
Why is Emi Martinez not playing?
Because of international.
So?
Wait, what? Martinez is not playing?
No, Emi Martinez is not playing.
I just subbed him into my
That's
fantasy.
good news
Oh,
for
Jesus
Wolves.
Christ.
Rafinha's not going to play.
That's good news
Oh,
for Wolves.
fuck, I'm going to be left with Nick Pope. I'm screwed.
I've got Edison.
Well, that leaves me with Foster, the frickin' Watford keeper against Liverpool, and I'm captaining Salah. So that's
And that's why
Guys,
I've got two decent goalkeepers. You say it's money. No, you've got
too
a choice.
hasty.
That's where I spent my money
fine.
in fantasy.
It's absolutely fine. Having Nick Pope would be fine. It's not like Burnley are going to be playing against anyone that it really matters anyway, or anyone that usually beats Burnley. Wait a second, let me just have a look. But Burnley probably playing Norwich again. What?
No,
Man
they're
City?
They're playing Man
What?
City.
You know, I tell you, that's what I spent my money on in fantasy was keepers.
Wow.
Jump into Hosa for the ghost. I'm playing Man City.
Keepers. I think Edison was 6 and Melier was 4. It's 10
really?
million on keepers.
Melier
He's
is
nothing.
4. Maybe I'll make.
He was when I bought him.
I'll spend 4
Did you
points
know I was
since
playing
I'm so
Man
far
City?
down the list. Lolo is doing the walk of shame. He was hanging out. He was not actually working today. He was hanging out with Thorgy Thor, and now it's the walk of shame. He's in. There he is.
There she is. No, I mean, I would love to get her on the show. She was like entertaining as shit, man. She's busy as all hell. And she would have me walk home in heels.
That's what I'm
just
saying.
like
That's
seeing
why you're wobbly.
the random parts of New York on Lolo's journeys home.
Yeah, man, that's why I'm going to take you guys to Times Square and show you that piece of shit.
Times Square is not a place you want to be right now.
Anyway,
Is
Mr.
there
Sean,
any way
listen.
we can...
Go ahead.
No, sorry. Feature.
No, that was emphatic.
Go on, Tom.
Right.
Come on, spit it.
Is there any way we can make Martinez eligible to play? Is there any plane we can charter? Anything we can do? I really can't allow Nick Pope to play against Man City and be my starting keeper.
Here, listen, Mr. Tom, think about it this way. Your keeper, anytime your keeper gets you more than 2 points, it's a great week. So 2 points means he played, gives up a shit ton of goals. Yes, he's gonna drop points, but just hope that there is a penalty and he saves the penalty. Then he can give up as many goals as he wants. But I think you get 4 points or something for saving a penalty.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, but I could be wrong on this. I believe the last 3 times Burnley have gone to Man City, they've lost 5-0 each time.
They get 5-0.
Don't get me wrong, I do have 3 Man City players in my team, so swings and roundabouts, but would rather all 4 did well.
Well, Mr. Tom, you can still make a transfer right now and get a -4 if you feel it's that big of a thing. Put in somebody who you think will get a clean sheet, and there's your 4-point bonus points right there. Well, not bonus, but I really feel like it's going to be a evening out. I think, like Mark said, or somebody said, just call it a loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm so far down. And, I started late, and I've got points. I might as well just make a bunch of transfers. I'm not going to come out of the basement.
Have you used the?
I'm still confident that I'm going to win this entire thing.
I didn't make a single transfer. I'm carrying over my transfers for next week, and I'll have 2 transfers.
I did that last week.
I
so
used
got
mine
2
by
this
mistake.
Week. Yeah.
I didn't know how it worked. And I was like, I don't want that guy. And they were like, next thing I know, I'm using a transfer. And I'm like, oh, well.
I was looking at my team, and I'm just like, who's going to make that big of a difference? My only thing that I was going to do was possibly Said Ben Rama for Andros Townsend, but they're kind of both, I don't know. They're
not
both
sure things.
They could get the same amount of points, but they're not sure things. They could both go off. Either one could go off. So I went with West Ham players beating Everton players. So, isn't that who
I have a fantasy football question for the panel. Out of Max St. Maximan, Ivan Toney, and Antonio, which one would you leave out this week?
Ivan Toney. They're playing Chelsea, and Chelsea just doesn't give up goals.
I would probably agree with that.
Even though I said 2-3 in my predictions, I just
All right.
yeah.
All right. Fine,
And then I changed it because of your
you've
hatred for Leeds, Najee. I changed it to 3-0 Brentford.
I just don't. I don't know about that one. I think even despite all the players that are going to be out for Chelsea, they're just too deep of a team. But Brentford's the home team, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the beauty of the Premiership. The Premier League, Premiership. That's like.
And it's a West London derby. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the Premier League. It throws upsets at you. It's not no games are given. Whether you're Chelsea, I mean, Najee, you
Premiership is very old.
It's a very tough game. One of the toughest games. And we have
no. I think Chelsea. Sorry to say this, Najee, but this is in your favour. Brentford are due a bit of a hiding because they've had it a bit easy thus far. Like all the big teams that they've played have like stood off them a bit. They are really due a bit of a pasting and really like grind them into life in the Premier League, and it will be glorious. But ideally, you would both lose.
Yeah, I don't know.
But listen, the other ones that you offered were what? Saint Maximan and Antonio? Antonio and Salah, you cannot bench right now. You just can't bench. Even if Antonio gives you 2 points this week or 1 and a red card like he did a few weeks ago, he still has the potential for 2 goals and an assist every freaking match.
Since I transferred Antonio into my team, he has been sent off, scored against Leeds, and done fuck all else.
So it's your fault.
It is my fault.
Yeah, he was great for me.
Actually, don't blame me. It was Cyril's idea.
But look, St. Maximan plays those dirty Spurs.
It was your idea.
Have you met Cyril? You were.
I don't think I have.
He's not met Cyril, Tom. He's not met him.
Hello, Lolo. It's Cyril. It's Cyril, the duck, with yellow boots. But his Elton John glasses seem to have fallen off due to the fact that he has no ears.
He's a Watford fan.
He's a Watford fan. Yeah, Bobby, I agree. Antonio's fixtures are going to get real tough for a while now. He's gonna have to work hard for it.
See, that's why
I still wouldn't bench him.
But that's why I'm looking to get rid of Ben Rama. But Antonio's staying in my. I'm getting rid of Ben Rama and Sufal. They're done. Donezo. But yeah, Antonio's still cheap enough.
Yeah.
Like he's not super expensive. But Saint Maximan is going to go off. He's going to go off against those Spurs. I'm telling you.
Sorry, Ben's inspired me. I have a Halloween costume ready for next week.
What's it going to be?
What is it
Ben
going
is
to be?
wearing this Halloween costume.
I've just gone.
It won't get you thrown off you. Don't worry, it won't get you thrown off YouTube. I hope.
You know what? The things that we think are getting us thrown off of YouTube don't. It's those stupid things that do. All right, guys, I apologize if it gets loud here, but I think it'll be cool for y'all to see. If you've never been here, might as well, and I have to walk through this shit show anyway. So, John, I don't feel bad if you mute me.
Can also
trip down fucking. Are we in Times Square?
We can put them full screen if you
Not
want.
yet.
Yeah, let's
There we
Now,
go.
I got one more block. Woo! This is
You
just
need a
traffic.
ride? There's a rickshaw right behind you.
It was going the wrong way. Down the not the wrong way for me, the wrong way for him.
Right, yeah,
Down
yeah,
the
yeah.
wrong street.
Do you have the jaywalking law in New York?
No. But
No.
if you had the
It
jaywalk
wouldn't
law,
exist.
you wouldn't get anywhere. You wouldn't get anywhere in New York if you couldn't jaywalk.
No, and you see the people that stop and don't cross the street, and they're all tourists.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other people are like, fucking go! And they're like, it's a red light. And you're like, what the fuck? Anyway, oh, God. I can smell it.
Scott Newby,
Oh,
is that
son.
true? Is that true? It's Son and Gil that contracted COVID?
Wow.
Wow. And they're already out without
Lo Celso,
Lo Celso,
Romero, and there's four players that are out.
5 players out.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
I got Newcastle winning that game.
Me
Well,
too.
I mean, in light
that
of
was my
today's
weekend
news,
watch.
I can see it. I might have to make a little switch. Pick up San Maximan.
By the way, y'all, best tacos in the city, Los Tacos Número Uno.
No,
Like, standing room
they're
only?
okay.
No.
They're okay. I know exactly
Show
where
me
you
a
are,
better
though.
one. Show me a better one.
Place
Harry
by
Potter.
place by me, man. It's a little grocery
one?
store. It sells tacos in the back.
Nope.
Yep.
No.
It's on
Well,
Atlantic
I'll try 'em. I'll try 'em.
and Nevins.
I'll try them. See, like the anxiety is building just from like you can hear it. You can hear Times Square. Just the hum.
It's all that radiation coming from the neon signs. The
And from
LED
the
signs.
people. You know, with this amount of people, you know how many people are farting at the exact same time right now?
Hey, I like being in Times Square so I can fart freely.
You like public farting? Oh. Sorry, I thought I could, there's a line
He's almost at the station, folks.
and in case you guys forget where we are, yeah, well, that's where the fuck we are.
Is Lolo going in to be, drafted? I saw him pass the.
Yeah,
I saw that. The Marines. That's how I ended up in the army. I just walked past the careers office one day and then went in. And then 3 months later, I was in the army. And 3 years later, I realized I was in the army.
They still got to sign up for Bellerin and H&M. Oh, we lost him. It was too chaotic.
Crazy.
That was,
crazy.
for those of you that didn't know, that was Times Square in New York City. We don't go there. We don't go there. Unless we got to work.
I thought it was something out of CSI New York or something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Cue the Who. Your theme music.
See, there's the dead body. I mean,
he's just resting. He's had a rough day.
This is fucking stupid. I hate this place so much. Let me change my camera back. 800 buttons to push. Okay. All right. Well, that's Times Square, everybody. So, yeah. We should come out here and ask people some football questions just to hear them go, what? What? Football? You mean NFL? You mean and then we just walk through
You
people.
could ask someone right now whether or not Ben James and Jack Harrison start.
Find an Englishman.
Wow.
Noisy.
All right.
Crazy.
Was that Mr. Tom's cage that I saw?
I think so. I think so. I think. Meanwhile, back in New York.
Another round.
I'm not talking over this. Just wait and see if he comes back on. I don't know. Anyway, that's Times Square. That's someplace that no New Yorker wants to ever be, and we dread it when we have to go to Times Square. Right, Najee?
Right. I've been there. There is a football store. I don't know if you know it, called Pele.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have.
Is that where you're buying your son's Leeds gear?
No, Lolo gave him one anyway.
How do you feel about that?
I just put it in the closet right away.
It's in your closet.
What, little Najee's not wearing it right now?
In my closet.
He is right now.
Bless
Nice.
him. Bless him. He's just a football fan, isn't he? Bless
That's
him.
it. That's all we are. We're just football fans.
I know.
You know.
You can't help him for having taste.
Yeah, no doubt.
Can't blame him for taste.
All right, I cut him off. I cut Lolo off because
it was a bit of a an ado.
He just texted me. He said, "Thank you. It's too crazy there. Get on."
Yeah,
with the show."
the cacophony of noise, and it was just like really odd to talk over.
It's thrown us off, hasn't it?
What did you say? Cacophony? You've been saving that word up all week?
Yes.
Beautiful. Nice.
Was that on your word of the day toilet paper, Mark?
Well, no, it was on my word of the day Dixie Cup.
Any more questions for fucking Cyril?
Right.
Mr. Tom, what you got for Chelsea Brentford?
I think deep down, what's that? Yeah, no, I agree. I actually think it'd be 3-1 to Chelsea. I think you'll win. It's similar to Southampton. I think deep down, the fact that you've spent about 500 million on players will beat Brentford.
Yeah, you've got enough on the bench, even if it's stale. But
no matter.
Thanks for even watching us for an hour. We really appreciate. Enjoy the gym.
You're giving me some confidence now.
I just don't see why there's in theory there's not a team in the league Chelsea shouldn't feel like they can beat.
Yeah,
I agree. I don't think I don't
like them, but if I had the team they had, I would go into every game thinking we're going to turn this team over.
I mean, I was like, oh, Brentford, they might surprise us. We're playing away from home, but then I'm like, we got Lukaku. Like, you have to bet that Lukaku is going to score a goal, maybe,
Maybe.
So even Mason Mount,
because since the
reality
first week,
is,
I don't think he's done much.
I can put it another way. Chelsea won the Champions League, then bought a striker for £90 million.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but
yeah,
then
yeah.
but
We
they
couldn't
sold
do
like
that.
4 players for 120 million.
You've got
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
got 50
But they sold
players
players
out
that
on
weren't
loan.
playing.
You've got
They
that many
sold
youth
players that
players
would,
that
yeah.
will never get to play for your team. I just think that's why the captain of your youth team, Lewis Bate, went to Leeds, because he's got more of a chance getting in our first team than he has your first team. Even though you were offering to throw daft money at him, you just see a problem and fix it with money. Whereas,
Yeah, we're
seems like
not, unless you're a good player like Loftus-Cheek or Mason Mount or Shaloba now, you're not going to get a chance at Chelsea, to be honest, you know? Conor Gallagher now, he's playing for Crystal Palace. He will be back, I think, next year, you know?
Yeah,
I think they'll
probably.
sell him. I think that he's just gaining value.
He's getting
They've done
value,
it-
but he's a good player.
He is a good player, but I just think Chelsea they've got better players in their
We're the-
eyes.
I didn't want to loan Colin Gallagher. Like, I'm not going to say that I did. When on Twitter I said that I didn't. But my issue with it was I thought if we didn't get him, it would be because we had someone else in the pipeline. That turned out to not be true. Had I known that had not been true, I'd have been like bringing Colin Gallagher. But before I knew that it was him or no one, I felt, why are we bringing in a player who ultimately is not going to join us permanently, and it only serves to increase his market value
Ben
for
White
Chelsea?
over again. Yeah, Ben White all over again. So
Because if he'd have had
trained him,
the
and
season he's
said,
had
right,
so
50
far,
million.
yeah. But the season he had so far, if he'd have had that season with us, we'd have been sitting here right now going, great, he's amazing, blah, blah, blah. But then deep down, we know, come May, we'd turn around Chelsea and Chelsea go, oh, yeah, he done really good for you. You want to have him again? It's going to cost you 70 million. We'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
guessing
why I
that's
didn't
what
want him.
happened to West Ham with
I
Jesse
know.
Lingard.
Chelsea have
Yeah.
30 players on loan.
It's
Can you
a
believe
conveyor
that?
belt of using other clubs to nurture your talent and then make money off it. It's a good business model. Don't get me wrong, if that's how you look at it. But
And I also think it's one that other teams are starting to follow, if they haven't been.
Look, Southampton have a player that is also on loan from Chelsea, Armando Broja.
have
That
you not
guy,
bought him?
huh?
Is he the
No,
fullback?
that's Livro. No, you're thinking of Livramento.
Yeah, they bought the fullback
No,
off you, didn't
not the.
Yeah,
not
no,
the-
they loaned another one.
Yeah.
Right.
That's I think the right back, Livramento is the right back, I think.
Yeah.
But no, he's a striker, that guy, and he played really well in preseason for Chelsea. You know, that guy is dangerous. If I know Che Adams is gonna be missing, maybe. So you know, that guy is very dangerous.
I'm not writing
I can tell
Southampton's
you-
chances off just because Leeds haven't been brilliant to watch this season. They've had some hard games, but Southampton are a dangerous team. I'm not for 1 minute underestimating them, but I just think we're a better side, and they're struggling to score from open play, and their main free kick takers not playing. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I like Gineppo. They have Gineppo. He's skillful. Theo Walcott, Romeo.
they still got Romeo. Yeah, Romeo's a good player. They've got good players.
Yeah,
And they play nice football, and they
Even-
press like Leeds. But
even McCarthy, the goalkeeper, and Bednarek at the back.
I think they're weaker than they were last year. Obviously, they've sold the midfield guy, and they've sold Danny
Danny
Ings.
Ings, yeah.
And we put 5 past them. Was it 6 last season?
That's
We
yeah.
scored 5 past them, yeah.
We beat them convincingly twice.
3-0 and 2-0.
Yeah. So I just think will be too much for them. I think Stuart Dallas will score for us this weekend.
I feel
Is he going to
Maybe
play?
Dan James. He's fit. Is Dallas? He says he's fit. So
Yeah.
he came
There's a
on for
few
Northern
players
Ireland
that
midweek.
could do with getting off the mark.
Yeah, just to kick the season off. I think Click being one of them and Dallas being another.
I don't think they wanted to sell Ings, but he didn't want to renew his contract, so they had
Yeah.
to sell him.
And the money
Yeah,
was too
I mean,
good.
he only
It's
had
good
1
money
year
for him.
left.
It's good money.
Yeah.
I think they got good money. Was it 30 million?
He,
35.
25?
Ings, in my opinion, Ings has sort of landed at his level because originally, when he was sort of at Liverpool, it was like, you're not really, you're good, but you're not really good enough to be playing every week here. So then he went, where can I get football? Southampton. So then it became, you're actually a bit too good to be playing here. Go to someone slightly next up on the ladder, and he's probably roughly where he should be at Villa.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe.
folks.
We'll see how it turns out.
We're at the 1 hour and 5 minute mark. Shall we put on a little trivia for y'all?
Before you do that, as a disclaimer, if anybody gets into any legal problems, we just want to make sure we're providing alibi services, for the last 2 years. So just get this timestamp on it. So in case the cops come knocking,
Is that a Monopoly man?
Monopoly man.
Yes, it is the Monopoly man.
Too. It's the Monopoly guy.
Mr. Moneybags, as he's known as.
Yeah, sorry.
I believe his name is Moneybags. He has a first name. I don't know what that is.
Sorry, before you start with the photoshopping and that, has any of you actually seen Squid Game? Not going to spoil it. Has anyone actually seen it?
I've watched it in like 3 days.
You've watched it? Fine. Yeah. Excellent. Right. Why has no one photoshopped Marcelo Bielsa onto the old man during red light, green light? He's literally squatting at one point.
Yeah, that didn't cross my mind, but somebody on Twitter posted a picture of Son, and the caption is freeze. Yes. And I wrote, and I responded with red light. Very, very good. Very, very good
loads
program.
Of people
if y'all
on there
haven't
going, this is
racist. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, people tried to say Tottenham were racist for it. It was like, no, have you actually seen it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I
don't necessarily know if selling Ings was dumb. I just, if you're gonna lose them for nothing, you might as well try and sell them. And I think that's what happened.
Little Nargy, you should not be watching that show. I'm sorry. That show, you certainly should not be watching that. And you certainly shouldn't have watched episode 1 and 6, the best episodes.
I have no clue what you're on about.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a show on Netflix about, cut a long story short, it's one of those like survival tournaments, winner takes all the money, but it's children's games.
Right.
But if you're eliminated, you're
eliminated.
They say you'll be eliminated, but they don't mean that you get to go home and have lunch with your granny. They actually mean you get.
Yeah, it's a damn good show. It's very very entertaining. Yeah.
Actually, I'm surprised it took you 3 days, Mark. Some people take like a day or 2, maybe.
I've got a TV show to work on.
I did it in 2. I did I did the first 5, and then I did the next 4.
Yeah, I think Saul says it best that it's Running Man Korean style.
Right.
And I think that's the best way to put it. I don't remember which episode 6 was because I just.
It's the marbles.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
Sorry to anyone that hasn't seen it. Sorry. Spoiler alert. Right. Always ways to do that.
Shall we play trivia? Nick has worked hard. Lolo's worked hard on all these questions, and
want to do trivia? All right. Sit with me then.
Is he the mascot for the Stoop this week?
Hey, why not?
It's like that's close being the Tottenham mascot, the Spurs mascot.
So. You've got answers in front of you anyway, haven't you? So, yeah.
All right,
he'd still be upset that he's lost his glasses.
All right, let's get this thing going here. Let's see how we do. All right, categories made by Lolo himself. Famous left footers. I think we could put Cyril in that one. He looks like he's a left footer. West London and maybe a derby. Anagrams. Newcastle manager odds. Well, we know his odds are at least 100% for tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah. No, Sunday.
I think it's Sunday. Yeah, it's the last
What are
game
the odds of him getting sacked on Monday morning?
Sacked? I think he's going to be beheaded at halftime.
That's the
Well,
biggest.
I like his odds of winning now. So
I think he does win. We have non-Adele songs from Bond films.
Sorry.
Kit number math. Random sport-like nonsense. And here you go, boys. Since I'm the quiz master, Najee, you will be representing the Stoopers, and of course Ben and Mr. Tom will be representing the Stoop crew. I cannot see who chimes in if I'm running from here because my screen just I can't get I don't have enough room on my screen. So if any wait a minute, I think I can make something happen. All right. So who would like to make the first selection?
we'll let Najee, seeing as he's flying solo.
Yeah.
Let's do random sports like for 500.
All right.
Oh,
Random sports, like
spicy from the start.
That's right. For 500. What sport did bank robber John Dillinger play?
Ding, 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 baseball.
That is correct. And that is going to the Stoop crew.
Yeah, it was impressive, wasn't it, Cyril? Yeah.
There we go. Money. It's raining.
I'm going to take
a bottom row has appeared. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the kit number math for 400, please.
Kit number math for 400. Here we go. Jesse Lingard minus Jamie Vardy times the number of goals Kane has had this season.
Does that include Europa League? Sorry, Europa Conference League.
I think I'm gonna guess that it is very simply Premier League.
Ding,
Right,
ding,
so
ding,
it's
9.
Oh, that's
18
incorrect.
minus 9.
8.
Correct.
8.
Lingard probably has a higher shirt number because he's not a starter.
I think he's in the teens, I think. I'm just trying to vision it.
I thought he was 17. No?
I thought he was 18.
Oh, yeah. But is Vardy 10?
Little Najee says 2.
And of course, Anders says 19. What does he say? 1921.
Is the answer 10 by any chance?
I'm sorry?
Is the answer 10 by any chance?
No, the answer is not 10.
So he's in the 20s.
I think there might be something a little fuzzy with this math, but I'm not sure.
What do you think it is, Cyril?
27 minus 9 is 18, sorry. So I'll go 18.
If Lolo's doing the quiz, there definitely is something fuzzy going on here.
All right. So we're just going to go ahead and display. We're going to give you the answer because I think this is incorrect. He has 0. Lingard's number is 14. Vardy's number is 9. Kane has scored 0 goals. But if I'm not mistaken, the order of operation should probably give us 14. Then. But I'm going to go with 0. Paul H gets it. We're going to throw out that one. So I think we got... All right.
It's that bracket math shit.
Yeah, it's the order of operations.
They do maths different to us, Ben.
Yeah.
I know they do, yeah.
Yeah.
I discovered this on those stupid little Facebook games that come out.
Let's see. Let's who wants to pick? I'm not even gonna take a guess at who wants to be or who owns the board.
So anagrams, Newcastle 4.
All right, anagrams, Newcastle 4. Tune contain.
Ding ding ding.
7-1.
Ding ding ding.
Antonio
Antonio
Conte,
Conte.
innit?
That is correct. Naji, you need to speak up, son. Don't
hear
be
you.
afraid.
Tom.
Tom or Ben,
all right.
who's next?
Sorry. Cyril would like to select 600 non-Adele songs from Bond, please.
All right, here we go. What group did the theme to the movie The Living Daylights?
Ding, ding, ding. Aha.
That is correct. It was a #1 hit in their native Norway. Aha!
Yeah.
I was mistaken there with your
me,
answer,
knowing
and
you.
it just turned out to be the answer.
Just going to put this out there. I do have the Bond DVD box set, so this might not strictly be fair.
That's okay. Come on.
What do you mean don't tell them that? All right.
Fucking hell, mate. It's turned into a Keith and Orville show.
All right, boys. Where are we going next?
It's on Tom.
Cyril would like famous left footers for 600 again.
For 600. The Welsh Wizard burst onto the scene for Manchester United as a fleet-footed left winger whose dribbling ability routinely turned defenders inside out. Now, this sounds like something from Hellraiser.
Ding, ding, ding,
Ding, ding,
Ryan
Ryan
Giggs.
Giggs.
I
Scumbag Brothers White
could
Shagger.
hear you at the. You both were at the same time.
Give the points to Najee. Yes.
It does.
Yeah, give the points to Najee.
Yeah.
What do you mean Najee shouldn't have the point? Give the points to Najee, please. Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
be a fucker, Cyril.
Don't be a fucker, Cyril.
Man, Cyril.
That's going to be our spin-off show. Don't be a fucker, Cyril. Najee, take a pick.
Let's do anagrams Newcastle for 200.
200. All right. 12-1 odds. Ant Zombie Terror. Ant Zombie Terror. 12-1. He's gonna,
Ding, ding,
12-1.
ding. Stevie G.
There is no G in Ant Zombie Terror, nor is there an S. So I'm going to say no.
Oh.
Ant? There is a Z. That might be a. We're
What
looking
is it?
for.
Antonio Roberto Martinez. Ding ding ding.
That is correct.
Carol got that.
All right, Carol. Way to go.
Pick away, Carol.
Who'd like to pick next?
Please pick Carol Gunny.
Low Master wants left-footed for 300. Left-footed for 300, and the.
What do you mean, my
Yeah,
master's your mate?
Not sure if he's left-footed, but he did open the Leftporium, Springfield's first and only shop for left-handed things.
Ding ding ding. Mo
Ding, ding,
Flanders.
ding, Ned Flanders.
Ned Flanders. Mo
That
Flanders.
is correct. Damn you, Stoop crew. You're crushing it.
But little Najee wants to pick. So
Little Najee wants to pick. What's
Pick
little
Najee.
Najee picking?
Random sport like for 200.
Random sport like for 200. The first hockey pucks used in an early outdoor hockey game were made of what?
Wow.
Ding, ding, ding. Stone.
Incorrect.
Ding, ding, ding. Wood.
Ice.
No, not wood. That's what I would have. That's what I
Ding,
would.
ding, ding. Tin.
No.
Ding, ding, ding. Ice.
What's shaped like a hockey puck naturally?
Ding, ding, ding. Burgers.
I don't think they had burgers back then because I think hockey dates. Oh, Paul H. We're gonna give that to you. It's frozen cow shit.
Oh my God.
Cow dung.
How do you know so much about cow shit?
Well, let me tell you, I grew up on a farm. Well, I wasn't really growing up on a farm.
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
So.
I
Did you know that, John?
John?
No.
No.
Let's move the game along here.
All right. Where are we going next?
Najee,
pick a category.
Let's do famous left footer for 100.
All right. Famous left foot with over 700 goals to his name. This Real Madrid icon was adept with both feet, but well known as a lefty. He's even got an arena named after him.
Alfredo Di Stefano. Ding, ding, ding.
No.
It's not.
Ding, ding, ding. Raul.
Sorry, Puskas. It's the Puskas Arena. Sorry.
Yes, that is correct.
It was one or two. Sorry.
Andrew's got that first.
Well, he's a member of the Stoop crew, so they get those points. Where are we going next, boys?
West London, 600.
West London and maybe a derby for 600. Considered by many to be the most romantic park in London. Many would be surprised at the number of which animal can be seen roaming through Holland Park.
Ding, ding, ding. Cats?
No. And not the musical, I'm assuming. Number of which animal can we...
I'm not from London, so come on,
I don't go to Holland Park, so I
Where
would.
the fuck's Holland
Because what would I
Park?
do near Chelsea?
To romantic parks.
Ding, ding, ding. Doves.
Did you go there?
No, not dogs.
Doves.
Doves, no.
Ducks.
But it is peacocks, yes. Bandy.
Oh,
got it with peacocks.
do you know them?
Oh,
What do you tell me?
I'm from Yorkshire. We don't do London.
Yellow-booted
like Times
wooden
Square
ducks
to us.
are
It's
seen
chaotic.
roaming all throughout London.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Who's picking?
Cyril, you fucker. Didn't even tell me about your mates in the park.
We'll go with anagram 600.
Anagrams for
this
600.
moving.
Newcastle managerial odds are 100 to 1. Ugh. Masker.
Wow.
Ding, ding, ding. Mark Hughes.
Damn, you guys are good.
Mark Hughes, wow.
100 to 1.
They're that desperate that they'll replace Steve Bruce with Mark Hughes.
I think it's gonna. It's gonna be Frank.
So-
I think
sorry.
it's gonna be
I think
Frank
I've got
Lampard.
about as much chance
Sorry,
as Mark
I
Hughes.
know
Hughes.
you need. I know
Newcastle.
we need to move this along, but just quickly, replacing Steve Bruce with Mark Hughes would be like replacing puke with dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a different consistency.
Moving on.
That's the worst.
Moving along.
Like-
Kit number math 600.
Kit number math for 600. Number of ghosts in Pac-Man plus the kit number of Ben White minus the number of railroads
Oh
in
my
Monopoly.
I think there's 4 ghosts in Pac-Man, and I think there are
Number 4.
4 railroads in Monopoly, right?
That
He's
is
number
correct.
4 as well.
Yes.
He's number 4.
So they're
So-
both 4. But I don't know what kit number is.
So the answer is 4. Ding, 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 4.
Good Lord. There's no stopping you. You're crushing it. Absolutely.
Wait, I was right on
I would have
Pac-Man.
never I would have never gotten any of this because I don't know any kit numbers.
Right, we'll go maths again for 5.
All right, kit number math for 5. Huang minus the number of Fast and Furious films.
Ding, 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 11.
No.
So it's 12 then.
There's
Ding,
10.
ding, ding,
There's
12.
10 Fast and Furious films. Are you including the spin-off?
You know, that would be a question for Lolo as he wrote this. I would say no.
Because all right, so officially there's 9.
Saul's
Correct.
9 Fast and Furious films.
I think
Yes.
he's number 20 or 21.
No.
Eight?
No.
I'm trying to vision him scoring last week.
11 minus 9? 2.
No. Much higher number.
Right.
10.
Saul,
right,
Saul
fine.
says 20.
Much higher number.
Oh.
31 minus 9.
No one's going to know Huang's. They're not going to know number of
Ding,
Huang.
ding, ding, 12.
No, sorry.
The question exists just so you can say number Wang, doesn't it?
I was waiting for it, but no, it wasn't going to happen today. That's number Huang.
What was his number?
26.
Oh, wow. All right.
Right, over to
I'm
you,
just
Naji.
happy that I know some of the question.
Let's do West London for 500.
West London and maybe a Derby. In 1997, an artist called Rick Buckley installed 7 installations of his reproductions of his own what? Made out of plaster all around Soho.
Ding, 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 his dong.
His what?
His
Ding,
penis.
ding, ding, his dong.
No.
Ding dong. Ding, 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 his backside, his fanny.
No, sir.
It didn't go how I thought it would.
Ding,
What do
ding,
you
ding,
think?
his feces.
No. Naji, any
Not sure
thoughts?
Not sure why I picked that question.
Fucking, this is not what I was expecting.
It was his nose.
Oh, lovely.
It was his nose.
It's fucking
All right. Where next?
Naji again.
Naji, where you want to go?
Go again, mate.
Let's do kit number math for 100.
Ronaldo plus Salah plus Lukaku.
7 plus something
11,
minus
9.
something.
9, yeah.
Naji.
Finally.
Naji got it correct.
Yeah,
All right,
you're
Naji,
right,
where
Cyril.
next?
That was him. That's very impressive. Yeah.
I tell you.
We're going to be random sports like for 600.
All right. This is
Yeah,
a
smash the
bonus.
likes, guys.
In Swedish, what is entrance and driveway respectively?
Wow.
Anders?
If only we had a Swedish person in the chat.
If only we had a Swedish person.
Sorry.
Anders, we're waiting.
Ice hockey.
What is entrance and driveway in Swedish?
We're all waiting.
King. Oh, no.
Is it Gothenburg and Malmo?
Where's Anders?
As
Come
Anders
on.
gone. I think he's here early.
Maybe he's gone, so we're just gonna. This was for him. It's in
He's
fart and up fart.
Oh, he is here.
I don't say it. That killed it. That.
All right. Where are we going next, boys?
Third time lucky, Naji. Come on.
Come on, Naji.
Let's do kit number math for 300.
For 300. Bamford, and I'm assuming this is their numbers. Bamford times James Ward-Prowse.
9 times
9
7.
times something.
7.
Yeah.
7.
9 times 7.
I'm shit at maths.
63.
You're very close, but no.
Right. But it's 9 times something. 9 times
54.
6. 54.
Go the other direction.
72.
There you go.
Oh, 9 times 8.
All right. Ben.
We'll go famous left footers for 500.
The greatest Romanian player of all time was a left footer, and his prowess was such that he routinely drew comparisons to Diego Maradona.
Ding,
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 Georgie
ding, Georgie
Hadji.
Hadji.
Everyone gets that one right. We're just gonna split. We're just gonna split the.
Give us all a
award
million points.
Both teams.
And have 500.
Both teams get 500.
Right, Tom, pick.
Where are we going next?
Right. Let's have. Yeah. Good idea, Cyril. 500, please. Bond.
All right, here we go. Who was the first singer of a Bond theme to appear in the film?
Ding, 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 Grace Jones.
Ding, ding, ding,
so
Madonna.
close. No, Madonna, I don't think
Madonna.
ever did. Did Madonna do a Bond song?
She did in 2.
I had
Grace
no
Jones
idea.
was in the 80s, so. Ding,
The
ding,
first
ding.
singer of a Bond theme to appear in the film.
Gonna stay quiet on that one.
Simon Le Bon?
No. He was not in A View to a Kill.
License to Kill.
Oh, okay.
That
Was
one.
it Shirley Bassey?
No, I don't think she was in Goldfinger. Everyone is guessing Shirley Bassey, which is a fabulous guess. But the answer here is we're looking for Sheena Easton.
Sheena Easton, God, yeah.
For your eyes only.
Yeah.
Disappointed
All right.
in myself. Shut up, Cyril.
Mr. Tom, where are we going?
Can we have random sports 400, please?
Random sport like things. In what country would one compete in the wife carry race?
Ding, 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 Scotland.
No, incorrect.
Ireland. Ding, ding, ding.
No.
Wales.
Ding, ding, Wales.
Anyone else have a land that they'd like to choose from?
Ding, 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 Finland.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Finland.
Wow.
You're carrying your wife in Finland for a prize.
Scott Newby.
Anders had that, and Scott Newby did too.
Fantastic. They're all part of the Stoop crew. I can't see them. I can't see them behind the control board there.
Stoop crew are doing well today.
They are just destroying it.
They are. Why are you being mean about them? Sorry.
Let's do
Non-Adele songs.
non-Adele Bond songs for 400. How many Bond themes were top 10 hits on the Hot 100 in US?
15.
Who said 6?
Me.
You're so close.
7.
That is correct. 7. We've got Skyfall, Live and Let Die, View to a Kill, Nobody Does It Better, Goldfinger, Die Another Day, and For Your Eyes Only. All top 10 hits in the US. We love the Bond films. Ben, where are we going?
Kit number maths for 200.
All right, let's finish up this category. Van Dyke minus SAR.
Is he 14, Van Dyke?
13? No, sorry.
14, I think. Or what's SAR? I don't know.
Minus 13.
You're very,
One.
very close, Najee. You're on the right track.
Ding, ding, ding. 2.
It is a negative number.
It is a negative number, yeah.
-3.
Ding, ding, ding. -1.
Minus
No.
11.
Higher.
-13.
Higher.
-15.
Keep going.
-20.
No, not that low.
-17.
-18.
Jesus Christ, you guys are dancing around.
-16.
-19.
Oh,
-19.
I meant 19. They're all sharp.
I thought he was 17. He's not sorry.
Sarah's 23.
I'll let you pick Najee.
Najee, where are we going?
Let's do left footers for 200.
Left footers for 200. Another Blancos icon, and probably the reason why we call the striker from Wolves by his full name.
Raul Jimenez.
Raul.
Yes, Raul.
Yeah.
And let's just finish that category up. Famous left footers. We have the captain for Argentina's 1978 World Cup winning side was a left-footed center back who was extremely comfortable striding forward into the opposition's half.
Mario Campos.
No.
Mario Campos.
You're breaking up, sir.
Campos.
No.
Not that.
Boy, I can't wait for
Vamos.
famous. I can't wait for famous right footers next week.
Passarella.
There you go.
That was Anders.
Well done, Anders.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Passarella, yeah.
It's impressive.
So that finishes famous
impressive.
left footers. Let's
Even Cyril agrees. Impressive.
where are we going next?
500 anagrams.
500 for anagrams. 20-1. Joan emerges.
Brendan Rodgers?
No B in Joan emerges, but good try.
Steven Gerrard.
Graham Jones.
Graham
That's
Jones.
the one.
Yeah.
That's
Graham
the one we're
Jones?
looking for.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Sorry.
where next?
Anagrams 3.
Anagrams for 3. This is at 50-1. Avoidable snarls. A real stumper here is I have no idea who this is, but I have no idea who most of these people are.
Where'd you get your betting odds from? Out of interest.
That would be a question for Lolo.
That's the previous Chelsea boss, Villas-Boas.
That is correct.
Andre Villas-Boas, yeah. Well done.
Well done, Najee. Way to represent the Stoopers.
Scott got that as well.
He's such an arrogant prick, that man. If you've ever heard him speak.
Najee, where are we going next?
Let's finish it up. 100.
All right. At 10-1,
Steven
Red
Gerrard.
Rangers vet.
Ding, ding, ding.
Go on,
Steven
Najee.
Gerrard.
Way to go, Najee. You're on a roll.
Let's do it. We still need another 5,000.
Yeah,
There's points. There's points.
There's points here, but I don't think we're getting that far. Najee, your pick.
West London for 400.
All right. Formerly a Victorian toilet, Central West London haunt. The attendant is covered in white tiles and sees customers sitting down at tables made from what?
Bone.
Ding, ding, ding. Wood.
No. Remember, it's a former toilet.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
Porcelain.
Yeah.
Ben, we need a little more specific for the porcelain.
Porcelain china.
Bodies peeled from the walls at Mr. Tom. That would be the bog roll. But the bog
Ceramic,
was made of-
porcelain. I don't. What the fuck? Porcelain's porcelain, man.
No, that's repurposed men's urinals.
Oh wow.
Oh, right.
Crazy.
That. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause-
now we know.
Yeah,
Now
I've
we
had
know.
Lolo,
Yeah.
if you're
I've had many a lunch. I've had many a lunch in there, mate.
This is your worst category ever, Lolo. This. We're gonna go 300 though.
That's so
Let's get it out of the
weird.
way.
Yeah,
Let's just get it out of the way. Name the 4 clubs if playing each other would be considered playing a West London derby.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chelsea,
Fulham,
Brentford,
Brentford,
QPR.
Chelsea, QPR.
That is correct. I like that you guys say QPR. Because Queen's Park Rangers is just a mouthful, right?
And then in Scotland, there's a Queen's Park and the Rangers.
Ah.
Queen's Park used to play in Hampden Park.
Yeah, they're all Glasgow teams.
They're in the equivalent of, they're basically in the 4th tier, and they played in a 50,000 seat stadium.
Crazy. All right, in April 1974, Australian Michael O'Brien became the first streaker at a major sporting event when he ran across the pitch naked of which Southwest London rugby stadium?
Ding, 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 Twickenham.
You are on the money. And we'll just finish it at 100. The imposing entrance to Croydon B Power Station doubled as the exterior for the famous Ministry in Terry Gilliam's 1985 film, Brazil. What megastore is in its place now?
Ding,
Is it
ding, ding,
IKEA?
Harrods.
Mr. Tom, quick.
IKEA.
It's an IKEA now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Totally changes my perspective of that film. One of my favorite films of all time.
IKEA. God.
Let's go random sport-like thingies. In Florida, only on Sundays, it is illegal for a single woman to do what sporting event?
Sandwich making.
Ding, ding, ding. Football, NFL.
No.
Horse riding?
Golf.
No. This is a tough one, so.
It's Florida, so it's some retirement sport.
Egg and spoon race.
Egg and spoon race. That would be awesome.
Volleyball.
I'm sorry, miss. You are unable to participate in the egg and spoon race. No, the answer we're looking for is skydive. It is
All right.
illegal
I was
for
gonna-
a
I
woman to
was gonna say
skydive.
surfing.
If I was a woman, I'd be furious because I'd have been planning to skydive this week.
Have any of you skydived before?
There's a big difference
Only away
between
from the place.
skydiving and being thrown out of a plane.
This is also true. I, for one,
I
have
did
never
once do-
skydived, and I've actually never had any interest in skydiving.
Competitive preaching.
I did once do a dive without a parachute, but that was only because the police were chasing me at the time.
Right, a la DB Cooper. Let's finish that category up. What fad from the 1960s was banned in Indonesia for? He has stimulating passion, but I think it's simulating passion. Maybe it's stimulating passion.
Ding, ding, ding. Dancing.
Not quite. Not quite. It's a fad from the 1960s. They made a movie about it. I think it was a Coen Brothers film.
Hula hoop.
There you go.
That was salt.
All right. And that leaves songs from
I'm
Bond
I'm
themes.
not getting you a hula hoop.
Just make sure it's the right size for them. Let's do Bond songs here. What was the only Bond film, Bond theme to hit the number one on the U.S. Hot 100?
Ding, ding,
Let
ding,
Die.
Skyfall.
No,
Ding, ding, ding. Live and let die.
no, but you would think that.
Was it not Skyfall?
Neither.
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 Okay. Well, we've knocked out two of the
For your
seven
eyes only.
from the question earlier.
It is by far the most new wavy of Bond themes.
I'm trying to remember what was on that list of 7.
Never
So
Dies.
it ain't Goldfinger.
Nope.
GoldenEye.
Nope.
No, GoldenEye weren't on that list.
Come on, Mr. Tom. You got it in you.
Nobody Does It Better.
Well, that is a good one, but no, that is incorrect.
It's the best one. I mean, allegedly.
For me, Live and Let Die is the best.
Cyril.
I just love the opening.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
No, come on, guys. It's Duran Duran's A View to a Kill.
Anders
Yeah,
said
good
Duran
song.
Duran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, Anders.
Yeah.
Just I can't see you, so. And we were looking for
Cyril
the
like
song.
that one.
300. What Bond theme has been covered by CeeLo Green and Coldplay? I didn't know this.
View to a Kill.
No.
It's spades.
Yes, a very underrated Bond theme.
Diamonds Are Forever.
No.
GoldenEye.
No. They covered
From
You
Russia
Only,
with a Love. Oh, you
You
only live
only
twice.
live once, or you only die twice, or you only scratch your balls in the morning. I have no idea. All right, let's finish up the trivia. What Bond song did Guns N' Roses cover?
Ding, 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 Live and Let Die.
There you go. All right. Well, with a very, very close score of 8,500 to 2,100, the Stoop crew has squeaked out a marginal victory. It was a little bit of a squeaky bum time, as y'all like to say.
Do you know what this proves? We did well on the quiz on a week that Lolo wasn't here. So,
Oh, yes.
but on weeks that Lolo is here, it mysteriously goes down to the last question.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not a
I
detective.
do believe that somebody had said that
There he
they were
is.
going to tip heavily if the,
Cyril said that. It wasn't me. It was him.
if the points were allocated appropriately, and I do believe that I've done my job here. So, if Mr. Director, if we could put that tip cup in the center there and give it a little shake.
Are you on the stoop, Lolo?
He doesn't know
Yes,
where
sir,
he
I
is.
am.
Yes, he's on the stoop. Cooling down.
And here we go.
Cheers.
Finally, fellas.
That didn't take you too long.
No,
Need
no,
another drink.
from it shouldn't. It's just 2 trains. Oh no, did you walk to Madison Square Garden?
No, I walked all the way to Bryant Park.
That's
Oh.
very funny, Sol.
It's a bit frothy. I was going to let that settle, I think.
U.S. version of Steptoe and Son. That's Sanford and Son, right? For us U.S. folks, Steptoe and Son was Sanford and Son.
It's
It was
possible.
about 2 rag and bone men back in the 60s, was it started?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I think
it started in black and white.
So
Yeah.
I think Steptoe and Son was adapted in the
Harold?
U.S. as Sanford and Son.
Yeah, the old man would be
Yeah.
like, Harold!
Harold?
Yeah. Except for in this one, they made it. I think they made it his sister or something like that. I'm not really sure. I've never seen Steptoe and Son, but I do know the reference.
Have you had fun, Lolo?
Yeah, it's been fun listening to you. I just get very, very angry while I'm listening and not in control and not able to talk.
Oh,
It's funny as I get older, like, I'm just like, all the jokes you guys are missing and all the things, like, I'm just, it's funny how quickly it just turns to frustration where I'm like, they're not jokes.
So what you're saying is we're not doing it
Does
right.
make some funny jokes.
No.
You guys
What
we're not doing it right. That's what he's saying. We're not funny
No.
enough for him.
What I was going to say is jokes that I'm missing saying. that I'm saying in my
You've
head,
got
and I'm like,
input. You're frozen out of it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can't comment fast enough, or like, I was on the train, and every fucking 2 minutes, my phone cuts out, and I'm just sitting there furious. This is 2021. How do we not have fucking Wi-Fi on the train?
You know what?
And I
I
was
don't
furious.
want it on
Why
the
was I
train because
furious?
it would just
I
be
know.
a cacophony of noise. People on their
No, I
phone
know.
constantly talking,
Well,
music, videos,
Mark,
video games.
Mark.
You got to have a little bit of peace and quiet.
First of all, Mark,
Press the
nobody's
lock.
talking on their phones.
we
I'm
missed you
sorry?
anyway, Lolo.
Nobody's talking on their phones.
Oh yeah, if there was Wi-Fi on the train, they would.
Oh,
It would
look at
be
Saul. You're
so
totally
noisy on the
right.
train.
There is Wi-Fi on the train.
No, there's Wi-Fi in the
On the platform.
in the platforms. There's not Wi-Fi on the trains yet. There
I'm
will
like,
be.
how,
There will
how
be.
do I lose signal between Bergen and Carroll? We're about
It's
2 feet underground.
no, because you drop
That's
and then you
bullshit.
come back up.
It's a whole 100 yards.
It's far more
Like
than
100
100 yards.
fucking
That's my neighborhood.
I believe
can
they
tell
call
you.
it the Metro.
No, we call it the subway.
We call it the
Who
train.
calls it the metro?
Wait, so it's France
Because
calls it the
in
Metro, isn't it?
Chicago, it's called the L because it's elevated.
In Chicago, it's the L. In
Um,
DC, it's the Metro.
DC, it's the metro. London is the tube.
It's the underground.
So what do you call Royale with cheese?
I haven't eaten at
Something
Burger
from
King
a
since I moved
Tarantino
here.
film.
You know, we have delis that serve better food than a
Oh my
Burger
God.
King or a McDonald's.
We do as well.
Guys, Najee, you had a rough time with the trivia today, huh?
I know.
He did all right. He got some good ones.
It was close.
I
put in a lot of
no,
football.
wait, yeah, sorry. Cyril thought that Naji's performance was rather respectable. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. You've got to think alone. He got 2,400 points. So that's
I was letting
alone.
the guys play, man. I don't.
But I like that you got via boss or via boa.
That was the hardest one.
Via Boas.
But see, I put the hyphen in there. See, the hyphen was the clue. There you go.
Do you know what? Do you know what Cyril's favourite movie is? Not my favourite movie. Do you know what his favourite movie is? I'll tell him.
Hold on, let me
Commando. He loves Commando.
because he doesn't wear any underwear.
I thought it was going to be every which way but goose.
There you go, Anders.
I
You're
was
welcome,
thinking
man.
Howard the Duck.
That's like cannibalism. That's like feeding chicken to a chicken.
I was thinking Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck is great.
I
remember watching that
in
terrible.
Yeah, man.
Why would you
I remember
mention that
watching
in
that as a
front of
kid.
him?
And then watching
Lolo,
it as
have you
an
seen
adult,
what happens when
why
you're away?
on earth was I allowed to watch that as a kid?
He
I'm
didn't
starting
say
to
that.
think-
He didn't.
I'm starting to think Tom lives in the dungeon that he was once captive in. He just escaped, killed the dungeon master, and
He
he's
was
just
like,
been there ever
this is better than home. I'm just gonna
What are you talking about?
here.
I got out, looked around a bit, thought, "No, fuck this," and walked back
This
in.
ain't for me.
I do actually
Mo
believe he
Master
thinks
loves
the
Rambo
duck is
1,
talking
2,
to
3,
him.
4, and 5. Mo Master, what is your
You gotta
favorite
commit
Rambo
to the
film?
part.
You can't just
and-
have the whole canon.
You're perfectly
Because
real.
Rambo 5 was terrible.
Yeah, Rambo 5 was awful.
It was
Rambo 4 was
I-
shit.
You know,
Anything after Rambo 2 was...
yeah,
Yeah.
like
I liked-
1 and 2 was 1 was good. For what
I
it
liked
was,
when Stallone did Rocky Balboa, and it was all, he's a bit too old to be doing this now. But then it obviously put
And
a
then they
light bulb
brought
in
in
his head
his
where he went,
son.
And he's like, why don't I do every film that I've ever done, but now do it again and be like, I'm a bit too old for this shit.
But I'll
And
get paid
where
anyway.
is Over the Top 2 and Tango and Cash? More cash, more problems. Like that's if he's
I
going to
think,
remake them all,
enjoyed
I need
that.
I
Tango
think Kurt
I
Russell
need
had
Tango
something to
Sauce.
do with that. The fact that there was no Tango and Cash too. I
Showing
think
you
he
guys
was
this
too
is
busy
number 3
doing
in 2 minutes.
What was
shit,
the
what
one
was-
where is it?
what's the one where he's the pirate? Where he's the
Stop or
sales.
I'll shoot
he's,
Mummus. What was the mum?
That's
Stop,
from-
mum, or I'll shoot.
That's the fucking thing.
Stopper My
or
Mama
I'll
Stoop.
shoot.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, that
Oh,
actually is
brilliant.
funny. Estelle Geddes is great in that film.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll get
But
it.
you could say all that, but Rocky 4 has a robot.
Rocky 4 has a
IV
robot.
robots.
It has a robot, Rosie the robot.
Rocky
missed
4.
some
What
of
is that? Rocky 4 in outer space?
No, he's so wealthy, where he's the world champion, and that
Hola.
he buys his wife's brother a robot.
Oh, I remember the fucking robot. Yeah, it speaks.
The robot's only in it for about
Hola,
2
Ricky.
scenes.
It
But
was
there
like
is
the
a robot.
technology
No,
of
no,
the
no,
time,
Ricky.
wasn't it? Yeah, bag
Yeah.
of shit robot,
Es
white
un
thing.
enorme, ¿no?
Looked a bit like Wall-E, but bigger.
Ay, qué
Okay.
grande
I used to
wait
used
a
to
minute.
write
Yeah,
movie
I
reviews.
remember that. It was like a
There's
Christmas
a
gift for his
robot.
kid.
Yeah. It was freaky.
It actually
was
looks
a
like the
sex
robot out of the Jetsons.
Okay.
All right, fellas, I'll be right back with you. We've got some house guests. I'm going to let in.
Ooh.
Well,
Are you
who
sure
are
the
they?
house guests won't want to hear my review of Die
My
Hard?
favourite 80s film has got to be Goonies. The Goonies, man. That's got to be
Goonies
the
is good.
best
I
film in the
recently-
80s.
I recently watched.
Hey, you
I recently
guys.
watched Gremlins.
Gremlins,
Doesn't
yeah.
really stand up.
Critters, do you remember Critters?
I do
I
remember
watched
Critters,
Gremlins
a
in the
very, very
cinema a
poor
couple of years ago.
spin-off of Gremlins.
Yeah.
Shall I
Gremlins
tell you a
1, though,
movie that
was-
is actually
the new
really
batch
good?
ones are good.
Go
What was
ahead,
that
Do you know
song,
they've
Tom.
remade Home Alone? Do you know they've remade Home Alone with a new kid?
Oh, why?
I swear this is true. I've not made this up. It's a real thing. It is a real thing. Shut up. It's a real thing.
I think
They've
you're making
made-
this up. This shit sounds
I'm
made
not
up,
making it
yo.
up. I'm not making it up. Cyril, tell him. Yeah.
I know they
Tell me,
remade the Wonder Years.
Fuck
And
you
like,
with Cyril.
you know,
No,
Back
no,
in
I
one
just
second.
like that as the
I'm
evening
telling
has
you,
gone
they've
on, Cyril
remade
has
Home
gotten
Alone.
closer and closer and closer to Mr. Tom.
Cyril,
They're
let me
about
tell you
ready to
something.
share a loving moment. I only watch Home Alone 1 and 2. Kevin or nothing.
There's a line I won't cross because I know it could be clipped. I mean, yeah. Oh,
Gary.
no, that knocks out my earbud.
Najee, have you introduced your son to any of these classic movies of the 80s?
Nope.
Has he seen E.T.?
We don't
or-
watch movies.
You don't watch movies?
You don't have fun.
Okay.
I mean, you don't watch movies. I mean, no. Did you know
That's
there's
why I
actually
can't
5 Home
answer
Alone
any-
movies?
That's why I can't answer any movie questions on
Okay,
trivia.
so-
Never, ever.
Do you watch TV?
Only sports,
Only
podcasts,
sports.
and YouTube. That's it.
Okay. Okay. All right, so I will not pick you as my trivia partner.
Never. Or songs or music.
Crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Cyril's
so-
turning his nose up in protest.
I think that Cyril has a love interest over there with Mr. Ben. What you got there, man? You got a little.
This is Vincent.
I've had Vincent since I was 4 years old.
I don't have a fucking clue. It was hung up there. I thought Vincent's. I just
Hey.
called him Vincent.
Fantastic.
It's like
Lolo,
that
meet
scene in
Vincent.
The Usual Suspects. You know where he's making up the story based on the items in the room.
Correct.
He's got Velcro hands.
He picks Mr. Kobayashi because it's who made the cup.
Exactly. Yeah. The ending of that film is absolutely brilliant.
Don't tell everybody the ending of the film, Mark.
It is brilliant.
If you haven't seen it,
That's the ending.
if you haven't.
That's the ending.
didn't that man marry a horse?
Matthew, Jesus. They used to be my neighbors, and they're actually cool people.
She is a cunt. He is very cool. I used to interact with them in a place I used to work. But Sarah Jessica
He
is
was always nice to me.
well. Hey, that's
Maybe-
great. You were not serving
maybe-
them wine in a public place where they had to put on airs.
Oh, we were drinking together.
That's fantastic.
That might have been better.
Do you
Probably.
happen to know Cyril's favourite scene in the movie Commando?
Where he covers himself with mud? Or is that Predator?
No, that's Predator. That's Predator. His favourite scene in Commando is when he finally catches up to the lad who was in the Warriors and did like the Warriors come out to play bit. And he's dangling him over the edge of the cliff. And obviously he's quite panicked. And he's like, Matrix, you said you was going to kill me last. And then Arnie goes, I lied. And lets him go. Kills him. Stone dead. Because earlier in the film, the guy, Sully, had basically told Arnie that while he was on the plane, he was going to, I won't use the word, he was going to R his daughter. So basically, Arnie said, you're a funny guy, Sully. I'm going to kill you last. But he killed him first.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry,
You a funny guy.
He is very tired.
Yes. He is dead
Oh,
tired.
shit, Mark.
He's dead tired.
Dead tired. We used to play a game, an improv game called Last Action Hero.
Sorry about
And
that,
they would
guys.
give you any suggestion, and you would have to turn it into an Arnold style last
Sully.
line.
You're a
like
funny
that.
guy, Sully.
You a funny
Sorry,
guy.
sorry. You're a funny guy, Sully. No, that's not funny.
Sorry, John. I was about to walk over to your place, and then I accidentally put myself on camera, so I had to walk back. Because I've just downed 3 beers in 2 minutes or so, and now I'm on a tall boy.
Did you buy the shot glass cigar thing?
Oh, I couldn't buy it. I was at like the LG showroom thing where they like have their brand new stuff. So it was all fake. It was all fake stuff.
Yeah. Look
I
cool.
could probably steal it though.
Oh.
It's just not worth losing a job. I'll just buy one on Amazon.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So guys, I want to ask you British people, by the way, I was going to do a category called Cockney rhyming slang.
I would be okay at that. Seriously enough.
Pairs.
That's just rough.
I'm surprised
Hard
I've
to
been
like-
caught in for 2 minutes and I haven't gone for a Jimmy Riddle. Piddle.
You're having a giraffe.
Yep, up to the-
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
You're having a giraffe, mate.
I was having a bite of pizza and I got it all over my Chevy Chase.
That's the one.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
All over
Yeah.
my Chevy Chase.
Yeah,
Or your
good.
boat race.
Lawler uses fucking he's brown bread. Like, what are you talking about, brown bread? He's dead. I'm like, it takes so much longer to say brown bread. It doesn't make any sense. So I was trying to come up with like, Steve Bruce's career is brown bread. Something like that, but
I've
I
totally ruined
couldn't,
this show.
I couldn't turn it. I
gotta
couldn't turn
tell
it
ya,
into a.
I've read the story about how Steve Bruce got his nose broke, and
Yeah.
I was quite impressed with the man.
He got beat up. He got assaulted, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he got assaulted by people that were trying to steal his daughter's car.
Hmm.
And he fights them off He breaks up the robbery. The ambulance comes and he's just like, no, just patch me up. I got a match to go to. And so they patch him up the best he can, and they send him off to they get a quick statement, and he goes off and manages his Premier match. That's fucking balls,
with
man.
a broken nose. Yeah, he did a live interview.
He not only broke his nose, but I think that he fractured his orbital bone as well.
He was quite a tough defender back in the day.
People underestimate how tough he actually is.
He's about 2005, 2006.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
but that just brought me to a whole level of respect for Steve Bruce.
He's the first player to lift the Premier League trophy.
He won it that year. In 92.
I believe he was the captain in the 93 Man United team.
He scored the goal that won him it in 98th minute of injury time against Sheffield Wednesday.
That is actually, while that is true that happened, that didn't actually win them the league. Although the narrative is that it did win them the league, but they actually won it about 2 weeks later.
Wasn't he a defender?
That was the match.
He was a centre back?
He was their centre back. Yeah. But that was the match where they realised they might. It was like that match for Man United was our equivalent of us beating Swansea to get promoted. Yeah. It didn't actually get us promoted, but it was the moment you actually thought you would get promoted.
It's just that picture of Fergie and Brian Kidd on the knees on the pitch.
Yeah.
John, you want to run out a shot at Zambuca?
It's enough to make me sick.
What's that?
Have you calmed
down? Want to run out a shot of Zambuca?
Have you got into relaxation mode?
Are you coming here?
He's off of work now. He's definitely in relaxation mode.
Yes, sir. Let me just.
He's occupied. And he's possibly talking to his dealer because he's muted himself. I have no idea.
He's filming his fucking dealer.
Oh, that's definitely not the dealer. That's like some guy. I'm expecting.
Yeah, no.
He's going to cuss him out and just give him a slap.
Last night, John and Lolo asked me to play on FIFA with them. And I said to John, I can play a game, then I might have to pop out. And anyway, we played a game. Lolo came on live. And cut a long story short, they ended up getting in the back of the car with me while I was seeing my dealer for my weed, basically.
Oh my god!
Because he took the piss.
I'm gonna turn things over to Najee because Mo Master is begging, absolutely begging for Najee to give us the La Liga report. So, Najee, I'm gonna let you take it away.
Well, I mean,
give us your report about La Liga.
Cut to Najee.
What we're gonna talk about? I mean, Atletico Madrid is gonna win the league. There's no question about it. Barca might not make the top 4, and Real Madrid are struggling right now. You got a 36 years old Modric in the middle of the park. Cruz is injured. They seem to get the defense right. So they're struggling. They're leaking goals. They pray for Benzema to score goals with Vinicius. Atletico has the best team, the best players. That's about it.
All right, thank you, Najee. That was our La Liga report on the Stoop. Mo Master, I hope that satisfies your desire there to hear about a little bit about La Liga. I'm sure that we'll have a little bit more next week.
It gave me the time to find his glasses as well.
Hey, well done.
And I found them. He's a happy Cyril now because he's got his little glasses, which makes him look like Elton John, he thinks, but more like John Lennon, in my opinion. But anyway.
And
he don't talk, he's a mute. I like that.
That's fantastic. I prefer my plushies not to talk to me.
See,
Najee,
I would prefer Vincent.
Just gonna Just toss him over there. There he is.
Yeah, right where
What
he
is it, Ben?
belongs, in the dusty corner. He's gonna haunt you in your sleep. You're gonna be trying to sleep, and you're gonna
Yeah, I would
stretch out in
prefer
one
it
of
if
those
he didn't talk.
chairs.
I'll take my chances.
you're a braver man than me.
Do you know what Cyril told me to say to everyone? If you don't like or subscribe, but most of them subscribe. So if you don't like this video for the sake of the algorithm, he's going to come to your house.
I would not. That would if I woke up, left my apartment, and Cyril was standing in his bright yellow boots on my stoop, I might
Yeah, I think you'd run.
I might be uncomfortable.
You'd run.
I
You'd
might
run
be
over there,
uncomfortable, and I
see
might
out.
go back to bed.
The reality
and
would kick in.
Start the day over. I might have like a couple of drags of something.
The reality will kick in at some point. You think the duck can actually get here without Tom. So Tom's here somewhere. And then...
Right.
To be fair, it might actually be I can't get there without Cyril.
Right. Do we still have Lolo? Is he still with us? Because we're about 10 minutes over the 2-hour mark.
I think he's in John's.
I promoted you.
And I
told him that.
have kind of I think it's time. Hi guys.
There we go.
I'd like to eat dinner.
Yo,
I've been on since 7.
can't hear you guys.
Can you hear me, John? Hello.
You're muted, John. There you go.
Can you hear us?
Jesus Christ, get back on. Get back here.
Hello.
Lolo, what would you like to do? What would you like to do, sir? Is it time? May I go home now? All right. I think I'm gonna call it. If they're gonna dip out, I'm gonna call it. They're back. Are we?
Hello. Can you hear us?
Are we continuing this?
Najee's been asleep for about 45 minutes.
Who's been
Mark's
asleep
hungry.
for 45 minutes?
If you want to carry on, I'll stay, Lolo. But if you want to call
Najee's been asleep for about 45 minutes. And with this lighting, I look about 87 years old.
Not at all. You do look like you haven't seen the sun for about 7 years, which is probably.
I've got work in 9 hours and 45 minutes, so I'm happy.
We've moved on to Zambuca.
Oh, good for you, man.
Are you going on FIFA, John?
No.
No.
No. But listen, guys,
you can't do FIFA when you're over the limit.
He fucking does it every time over the limit.
Yes, he does.
yeah.
Yeah, and your results reflect it, apparently.
We have fun.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's the best
So,
part.
guys, it's been a lot of fun. Fantastic job, Mark, once again, and Director John, and thank you, Ben, and Mr. Tom, and Najee, everybody for chiming in. But if you guys are done, we can be done.
Excuse me.
Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for having me.
And
Thank you, guys.
I'd also like to thank our special guest, Cyril, the wooden
Cyril,
goose
yeah.
with the big yellow boots. Thank you, Cyril, for being on the show. It's been a real
Thank you,
pleasure.
Najee.
And Vincent, I know you don't say much, but you as well. You, the Velcro marmoset.
No, Lewis. Lewis just said he set an alarm to wake me up for this show, and my phone died before I woke up.
Well, you know,
Well, you can always rewatch.
This
Lewis.
is technology for you.
If you like plushes, and if you like wooden ducks,
Right, so
go back and you'll have a fucking great time.
All right. Well, thank
If
you
you
for all of
don't,
those that have.
You might
that have
want to go
stuck
and watch
with-
AFTV.
All
Thanks
right,
for
guys.
everyone that have stuck with us during this crazy 2 hours and 15-minute broadcast. We had a lot of fun. The trivia was a little difficult.
Look, another hour for Lewis, please. Mo Master is requesting.
Oh my goodness!
Mark,
All
you
right,
doing
well,
it?
I can't do another hour. I gotta get some food, folks. I gotta get some food. I forgo dinner.
I
My
have to
master's
go
my
buy
boy.
8 pizzas.
Will you send one to me?
No, it's my daughter's birthday party tomorrow, so
Oh,
I have
cool,
to
man.
kind of go set
Well, I hope
that
you
up.
have a nice time there.
All right, man. Will you text me the details on that? Yes, you will.
Didn't I already tell you the details on that?
I don't remember, and I'm just asking because I'm about ready to sign off.
Okay, will do. I'll send them to you. All right, guys. Thank you guys so
have a good
much.
weekend,
We
guys.
love you
See you
all.
Monday. Peace
Peace,
out.
everybody. Peace from Brooklyn. Love you, John.
Good night.
He's in the room.